Hey, this is Susan Velez from SusanVelez.com, and welcome to my YouTube channel where every other Wednesday I bring a blogging tutorial, tip, advice, something that will help you build your profitable blog. Now, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do so right now, because what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be covering some blogging tips. If you're thinking about starting a blog, I'm going to tell you some tips I'm going to share some tips with you that I believe will help you not only get started, but will help you continue and until you start seeing some progress with your blog. Now, one of the things that I can say is that I have started several blogs. I have failed with several blogs as well too. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I am a blogging expert. I'm learning as I go along and sharing my tips as well as my techie side, which I'm not very technical, but I have learned to create a WordPress development freelance business. So I feel like I can share my experience with you and hopefully help someone in the process. So if you're thinking about starting a blog, I've got 5 tips for you. 5 tips. So the first one is to choose a platform that will help you grow your blog. Now, many people choose Blogger, the WordPress.com, the free WordPress version, as well as Tumblr. I'm not a huge fan of using something free. I do believe that if you're trying to build a profitable blog, you should definitely start with a self-hosted WordPress blog. Now, there is some downsides to using a self-hosted blog, is you're going to have to learn some coding and some HTML. Yes, there are page builders out there that you can use like Divi and Beaver Builder, but I do believe that as a do-it-yourself blogger, which is what I am and I am catering towards, I do believe that you should learn at least just the basics of it. In case something happens, you'll know how to deal with it without having to outsource it. The number 2 thing is that you want to make sure that you find a niche for your blog. Yes, you may have seen lifestyle blogs that blog about money, happiness, parenting, pets, skiing, all kinds of stuff on one blog. You definitely want to cater to a specific niche, meaning that you're talking to this specific group of people because they're going to understand what you're talking about and they're going to want to be a part of it. Now, I still have issues with this. I tend to struggle with this, and it took me a while to realize who I'm blogging for, and I'm still kind of catering that, but I do know that I am catering towards people who want to learn how to blog, are not very technical and don't understand the technical side, but they're not PHP developers and they don't want to be PHP developers, as well as they're not designers, because I'm not a designer. But yet we don't want to spend the money to have somebody do this for us because we know that we do not have the money to do this. So we want to be able to start, manage, and grow our blog and turn it into a profitable business that allows us to earn the type of lifestyle that we want. I know that's a mouthful, and I'm still kind of trying to tweak it down a little. And if you have any advice for me, leave them in the comments below, because I'm constantly trying to narrow my niche. I've got it down to what I want, but I need to make it a little bit better. So anyway, that comes with practice and continuing to blog and finding out what you're happy blogging with and what you can provide for people. Now, it doesn't mean that if you choose a niche, you have to know everything about it. That's not what I'm saying. You can actually start something as long as you're willing to go out there and do the research and continue learning and become the expert. There's no reason why you can't start a niche blog in something that you enjoy doing. Now, you want to make sure that whatever you choose has the potential to make you some money, if that's what you want. If you want to just do it for a passion, then you could just choose any type of niche you want. But however, I'm in this to grow my blog into a profitable business, because I don't want to work for anybody else, and I eventually want to stop doing WordPress freelance work and sell digital products from my blog. And right now I offer services on my blog, but I don't know how long I will be doing that. So you want to find what it is you're good at, what it is you're willing to continue learning, and provide people with that information, and choose a niche that you want to be a part of. So the next thing is that you don't want to compare yourself to others. This is a huge thing, and I still have issues with that. My blog is 3 months old right now, almost 4 months, and it's barely starting to get some traction. And I find myself constantly trying to compare myself to others because I guess this is human nature. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're not comparing yourself to others. You want to have some form of tunnel vision. You basically want to put your head down. You know what you want to achieve with your blog. You want to continue doing that. Yes, you want to look at your competitors to see kind of what's working for them, what they're doing, but you don't want to copy them. And you don't definitely want to compare yourself to them, because many people before you have started years ago. And if you're just starting, then you're going to 4 months down the road, you're going to think, why ain't I seeing the results that they're seeing? What's wrong with me? Then we're going to start questioning ourselves, and we're going to start wondering what we're doing wrong. And then we're going to invest in this course and that course. And honestly, it just takes time to see the results that you want to see. So just keep pounding away, keep learning as much as you can, and stop comparing yourself to others. The fourth thing is that you want to be consistent. It doesn't matter how often you blog. Some people will tell you that you need to blog every day. Some people will say that you blog twice a week, 3 times a week. Choose a schedule that works for you. Now, if you're working a full-time job, you're not going to be able to blog every day because you still have to make time to promote your content. If you're not promoting your content, nobody's going to see the content that you're writing. So I like to blog 2 times a week. This works for me. I blog Tuesdays and Fridays. And then what I do is I spend time during the week creating more content as well as promoting my content. And I also do videos. Now, when I first started this YouTube channel, I was doing a video every Wednesday. But then I realized that that's just too much with my freelance work and trying to grow my blog. I just can't keep up with every Wednesday. So I'm actually cutting it back to every other Wednesday. So every other Wednesday, I create a YouTube video that I put on my YouTube channel, and then I promote that video as well too. So you want to make sure that no matter what content you're putting online, whether it's videos, blog posts, or anything that you're putting out there, you have to promote it. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is to network with others. I still am working with this. I haven't taken as much time to network with others as I should, but everybody says that in order to become successful, you have to spend time networking with others. So one of the tips that I'm using, or one of the ways that I'm networking with people, is I've joined like 4 or 5 Facebook groups that I like to participate in, and I answer people's questions. And through this, hopefully I'll meet some other bloggers who are trying to do the same thing that I'm doing, and we can relate to each other because we're trying to build a profitable blog. So don't be scared to get out there and network with others. And basically, just keep honing your practice. Blogging takes time. Blogging takes a lot of work. It's not going to happen overnight. Yes, you hear some success stories that people have had that in 6 months they're making $1,000 a month with their blog. But I'm here to tell you that the average person, you and I, we don't have that type of technical knowledge, and we're learning as we go. It's going to take time to grow our blog. So just keep practicing. It doesn't matter if your first blog post sucks. My first blog post sucks. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't stop me because I know what my goals are and I know what I want to achieve. And I'm here to help you. And hopefully you'll join me on my journey to build a profitable blog, even if you've never touched a self-hosted WordPress blog, because I'm going to help you along the way. So if you've been thinking about starting a blog and have been just putting it off because you're scared, don't be scared. There's a ton of blogs out there and people are constantly learning. And if you give it time and persist with your goals, you will reach them. So hopefully this helped you out. And if you're ready to start a blog and you just have more questions, be sure and ask them in the comments below. As I said, I'm not a blogging expert. I'm learning as I go along. I'm sharing my tips and tutorials and blogging advice with you in hopes of helping you grow a successful blog. So be sure and ask any questions below in the comments, and I'll be sure and help you out as much as I can. If I can't, I'll help you find some advice or some tips online that will help you. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is my first time in front of the camera talking, but I'm going to do more of these videos. I'm a little nervous right now, but I'll be doing more of them as the weeks go on. And once again, every other Wednesday now, you can find new videos on here that will help you learn how to use a self-hosted WordPress blog, as well as growing your WordPress blog to build a successful, profitable blog. So I'll talk to you later. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list and visit my blog, and I'll talk to you later. Have a great one.